Hi everyone that's jumping on. Hi everybody and welcome. Let's of course wait for some more people to come on. We're going to jump into a collective, and just to say, and I will mention it a few times, I am doing a full all signs tomorrow morning. I was going to do each sign individually because I think it warrants it, but unfortunately I don't have really the time. So we're going to do a full moon lunar eclipse special tomorrow morning. Okay, it's going to be around 6:30 a.m. I don't want to make it too early. Eastern Standard Time, of course, and I will mention it a few times during the readings today. Hi, it's me again, Laurie. Hi. I will try and say hello to everyone. Sometimes it's not possible, but I will try. Tiger Bye, hi, how are you? Lovely. Mel, hi. Jamie, hi. I hope everyone is doing really well on this Thursday night. Hi, Jamie. Okay, we're gonna do a collective. Let's get straight into this. No more mess around. No more waiting. Hi Virgo, how are you, Virgo? Happy birthday to you. I'm guessing you're a Virgo sun. You may be a Virgo rising, who knows? Min Yoon, hi Min Yoon, how are you? If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like the video to get your reading done, okay, today. I'll be on for approximately 2.5 hours. Okay. So, yeah, and if you want to skip Virgo sun, when's your birthday, Virgo? When is your birthday? 5 in the chat, 5 likes. We've got more people on than that. Come on, guys, give me a like. I appreciate it. It really does help the algorithm. So I'm pushing my videos out there. All my videos are on the live section of my channel. You will not find any on the video section of my channel. So if you want to go ahead and watch the dailies, if I remember to do them, or if I have time, they are there. September the 10th, my birthday is September the 13th, so we're soul sisters. Okay, let's have a look. Yes, thank you, Jamie. You've prompted me. If you want to donate and be first in the queue, it is $5 and the description has the PayPal link. Okay, let's get straight into this collective. Right, let me just intuitively pick up. Let's have a look and see what's here. The first thing I'm getting, the first saying Spirit is saying to me is a call to action. Okay. Now, I know we have these two eclipses, one in Pisces and one a partial solar eclipse in Virgo on the 21st. And I'm going to say that the 21st one will be a lot, I would say, yes, it is on a new moon, but it's going to be a lot trickier and almost a test for us to see if we can finally release certain things or people in our lives. This full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces on the 7th or 8th, depending upon where you live in the world, is not going to hit as hard, or it's not going to hit us as hard as the 21st eclipse. It's call to action. I would disagree with that, Spirit. Okay, and they're saying, well, nearly a call to action. Maybe on the 21st, we're really being pushed to be called to action. Something is going to be coming to light. I'm getting the chills when I'm saying this, okay? For some people, there will be something major coming to light that will push you or pivot you in a different direction, okay? And that's okay, because it's the direction you're supposed to be going into. Let's have a look and see what the cards say. I do have the list, Jamie, thank you. So I will say the list to everyone in order. If you want to skip the queue, you can, okay? By using the PayPal link, $5 below. Stella, Certified Princess, it's me again. Laurie, Jamie, Tiger Butterfly, Ermel, Virgo, Min Yoon. That's the list. That's who we have on the list. If anyone else comes into the chat, I will add them later. Let's have a look at what you need to know the most. Your challenge right now. This is a collective reading, guys, okay? Oh, just as I said this devil has come out, okay? How Spirit is trying to help you. Past energy or recent past. Present energy. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. And future energy. Yes, some of you hermits, maybe you Virgos, if you are on here as a Virgo sun or rising, may want to retreat into your cave. It may be all just a little bit too much, especially around the end of the month, and that's okay. Advice, focus with the cards that I'm seeing. We have Capricorn energy and Virgo here, okay? And focus. Right. 2025, and I'm going to say 2026 as well, because it's shaping up to look like that. Wow, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck can be a surprise, but I'll tell you in a second. Is definitely about collaborations with other people, new contracts with others, new contracts with work, but it's definitely, or even like a love relationship, but it's definitely new contracts in general, all right? Now, you know, especially for us Virgos, and I'm going to mention Virgo because we've got it right in the center of the reading, so for those Virgos, keep your ears pricked, whether it's your sun, rising or moon, but mainly rising signs. You know, we don't like to change, or, you know, if you're watching this and you're not a Virgo, you may not like change, or you may be resisting it in some sort of way. But Spirit is saying you're going to have to step into some sort of change, guys, because you're moving forward, you're moving on, especially on a mental level. The Three of Pentacles is what you need to know. You are moving into a period of time where you're going to have different contracts with others and in a different way. So I'm seeing this as different people entering your life for the rest of this year and well into 2026, okay? We've got Jupiter still there till June next year. So these are people that are going to, and this card just got super warm, these are people that are really going to light up your life in a good way. Your challenge is releasing the devil. I actually really like the depiction on this card opposed to the other card. It's facing your shadow side, or not wanting to exactly. And that is the key, because this is a key, if you can see that, like the key to facing it is to your shadow side is to release, right? The key to release, sorry, is your shadow side and facing it. And, you know, he's putting his hand up here. He doesn't want to see it. This is a challenge to some, facing something, facing an inevitable change, I'm hearing. Spirit is trying to help you with the Three of Swords, with heartbreak and loss. So I do feel with these eclipses in September, there's going to be a lot of pivotal changes for a lot of people, okay? Not just Virgos and not just Pisces. And Spirit is trying to help you with the Three of Swords. It's like your mind infiltrating your emotions and your emotions infiltrating your mind. So Spirit is trying to help you compartmentalize those two so you can think on a practical, logical level, and also something that really rips at your heart chakra, to help face that and face any loss that is associated with it. Recent past, we do have the World energy. So maybe some of you had already, on a mental level, I want to say, closed out a cycle. You may not have literally taken action, although some of you may have, but it may just be on a mental level, okay? In the middle of the reading, we do have the present moment, which is very hermit, cave energy. It also, like, Pisces is the opposite sign. It sort of like makes me, hermit energy is very much Pisces energy. They do mirror each other. Pisces are very pensive people. They spend a lot of time in thought. They keep their emotions hidden. Maybe this is how you're feeling right now, okay? You may be waiting, you've got that chess piece, it looks like a chess piece behind you to make the first move. The castle only moves in straight lines, yeah? It doesn't move in the diagonal like the rook does, if you know your chess. Like I think I do, but I actually don't. All right, future energy is the Ace of Wands. Look at that passion welling up inside you. I feel, you know, the World to the Ace is beautiful, but then you've got that middle part here with the Devil and the Hermit needing to sort of like in your challenge completely, you know, say, right, I'm going to end it with this person. Example, guys, this is an example. I'm going to end it with this person, but I need to retreat a little bit, either how I'm going to do it, how I'm going to say it, with the right timing. And of course, everything is in the right timing. Okay. Thank you, Jamie, for making a list. Advice is the Six of Swords, moving on. Your advice is to move on. Okay. If you don't know what to do, your advice is to move on. And your focus needs to be on new partnerships and alliances, which are definitely on this diagonal, you know, available to you in the near future. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Two of Cups. Ooh, spiritual union for some, meeting of minds, kindred spirits, can be friendships, no more waiting. Look at that in reverse, and also the Fool right under it. And then, of course, we have wish fulfillment. And I want to say, of course, because if you release things and you focus on what you need to, and you focus on your new beginning, then you are going to be fulfilled on an emotional level. So things may, you know, what you don't see coming, you know, for those of you single, you may be meeting a person and then it's like click, meeting of minds, things move very fast, okay? Wouldn't we like that, okay? That's wonderful, enchanted dreams. I'm so happy for you that you are, okay? Hi, Michelle. So I'm gonna, Enchanted, I'll put you on the list if you would like a reading. Just what's coming towards you or whatever. You are on the list. Michelle, you are on the list. Let's look at the first person, who is Stella. Stella, put your question in the feed. I will use the Spirit Talker today, guys. If you don't want me to use it, I won't use it. Yes, it's a bit gimmicky, but and then again, I've used this for many things, okay? Paranormal investigations, and my own sort of like meditations. And, you know, Spirit does come through here. So, you know, you want to use it. If you don't want to use it, Christina, thank you, Christina. But, you know, if you don't want to use it, fine, just let me know. So we're going to put that on there. It's just loading. It is an aeroplane mode. It's not picking up any outside interference. Stella doesn't want to use it. That's fine. I do. Hi, I do. I will put you in the list. Please don't post anything. Okay. I do. If you are new here, please don't post your questions. I will stop that. She doesn't want to. Let's have a look, Stella. What is coming? What do my spirit guides want you to know? Okay. Let's have a look. For Stella, please, Spirit, please bring me forward messages that are clear, concise, and correct for Stella. Wow. No way. I want you to watch the collective again, because 3 cards from the collective have come up in your reading, okay? And yes, I have shuffled the cards. They come out on their own fruition, all right? First of all, I'm going to say you are strong beyond measure. I do feel that you've come through something here. Spirit is saying that you've come out of the other side of, and now you've had a lot of emotional withdrawal or healing as well associated. The numbers on the table are 788, 10, 5, 2, 3, 6, and 20. If any of those numbers. I love numerology. I want to study it a lot more. I already know quite a bit about numerology, but I really want to study it more. So I'll be doing that in the future. Let me have a look and see. Let me just sit on this energy for a second, Stella, please. It may have taken you a lot of strength to either recognize or acknowledge or accept something from yourself. I just want to keep saying you are strong and you need to be strong for something. I do feel that, you know, someone has disappointed you in your life recently, or is disappointing you right now. It's a shame, I'm hearing. Like, it's a shame this person is being like this. It could be a friend or whoever it is, okay? If this isn't happening, this could be coming in for you. If you're seeing someone's true colors, there's also a need here for you to be strategic in something and to be strong enough to be strategic. Watch your words. I'm hearing watch your words from this deck. If this is resonating, or if any of the readings resonate, guys, let me know. This could also be for you if you're listening or watching online. This could be messages in here for you. A lot of our energies do intermingle, okay? I need to pull a card on this. Maybe you've had to watch your words. Maybe you've had to be very strategic in what you've been saying to somebody. I do feel another person is involved, and I will clarify this with the Waite Smith deck. Yeah, you're going to have to think on your feet, or you've had to think on your feet quite quickly in regards to a situation, possibly with a person, or you're going to need to, okay? It's almost like you have to outsmart or outwit someone. Could be someone in an authority position as well. But I feel this is like you more so have the strength, or the spiritual strength, and to think on your feet. Like, ask Spirit to bring you strategies to deal with something. And this is people who have got fake, like they're enemies, or they're just foul weather friends, fair weather friends. So you've got the Fool. Maybe someone's being very foolish around you, gossiping, okay? The Fool isn't always about new beginnings. Someone doing something without, like, thinking. I don't think it's you. Okay, let's have a look, see what else we have here. Who is this, Spirit? Yeah, someone like, it's like you're outsmarting this person. They may, like, you may know what they're up to, but they're being nice to your face, right? So what else does Spirit, what else does Stella need to know about this situation? What's her advice in regards to this? I mean, you have some advice down here of moving on, and that was the card that was in the collective that's actually in the same position as it was in the collective. Yeah, moving on. Maybe you're being strategic about something to leave somewhere. I feel it's more career than it would be a relationship, okay? Your challenge is moving on. So I feel that you want to sort of like, or that you know you have to. I feel Spirit is trying to like push you out of somewhere. All right. If you feel pushed out of somewhere, maybe, you know, sometimes things can happen that can be a catalyst for moving or moving on. And maybe it's something you don't want to do, but Spirit's saying it's time. Okay, or it nearly may be time. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? Because I think there's changes going on within your career or your finances. Something to do with material. You may be feeling like a sadness associated with this, like, I don't really, why should I have to move on type of energy. But, you know, you don't have to, but Spirit is trying to say there's something better, or there's someone better out there. We do have the Two of Cups in the center of your reading. Okay, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're comfortable where you are, whether this be a location, where you live, a job. Why is this a challenge for you? The comfort, like the comfort zone is a challenge, but the challenge is also, you know, you're comfortable, but you're always trying to defend yourself. You wish everything would be peaceful and okay, like you're hoping for peace in a situation, but it's not there. And Spirit's saying the wheel has to turn. There needs to be change. And what you don't see coming with the change is the Four of Pentacles, which is a firm foundation, right? Okay, let me just pull one of these. Thank you, Adu. I appreciate that. For Stella, let me know if this is resonating with you, Stella. You can just put yes or no in the comments, that's fine. Let's have a look and see why this Destiny card's here. Because Spirit's trying to push you towards this. Look at that. Rainbow Blessings, the number 6, right? To move past that 5 energy, which we have in How is Spirit trying to help you. Spirit's trying to help you move past the 5. You know, in the tarot, 5 is the most, it's the struggle, right? It's the struggle. Perhaps you don't want to put yourself back to the beginning in something again. Say if this is a job and you want to look for a new one, ultimately I think it would be more beneficial for you, although I'm not telling you to leave your work, okay? And it may feel like, oh, but I'm back to the beginning. You know, when you start a new job, you've got to train, or you've got to go back to the base wage, and you're like, that's not going to suit me. But ultimately, energetically, you may be happier, and Spirit's trying to push you forward towards something here that you may need to leave, because you're not currently in the community. This could be to do with where you live as well, but you know, if it is your work, that you're not, this came up in the reverse, you're not appreciated there like you should be. And this place or workplace, it's been a big healing journey for you, right? In the past, you've started to possibly already emotionally release from something. I feel on an inward innate level, you feel that you know you have to move forward towards something else, okay? But it's very hard on a mental level to accept this. 10 of Cups. This is 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Some days are good, some days are bad on a mental level. But I would be careful. Okay, who is this person? Because there's someone or some people that is like not brilliant for you. People that are like, they like to talk, they like to gossip, they like to say things about other people. This could be like in a family, this would be in a home situation as well. It doesn't have to be career. Yeah, immaturity. People are always looking, not balanced. People that are literally not balanced, or you are not getting paid enough. There's not fairness there. Maybe someone you're, say, working with, they're getting paid more than you are. They may have been there longer, but they're relaxed there, they're complacent, and they may be really good friends with the boss, and it's not fair, right? Let's have a look at the current energy, because your current present energy is the 2 of Cups, which is a very kindred spirit meeting of minds in this deck, okay? So there may be just one person or someone, it may be your husband if you're married, or your wife, whatever. I have to say that now, right? Right, anyway, let's have a look. Why is the 2 of Cups here? There is support around you in the present. Maybe there's someone you're talking to about the issues you have and how you don't want to let go, or how you're finding it hard to let go. You've got the 4 of Pentacles twice. The 4 of Pentacles is a very like, I'm here, I'm stagnant, you know, I don't really like it, but I know what's going on, I'm comfortable, right? You've got that twice in your reading. But there's someone supporting you with this. So I do feel that someone's helping you with some sort of mind over matter decision that you need to make. Or if there isn't, it would be very good to talk to someone about it. And you've been talking about 8 of Cups now twice in your reading, moving on. The 3 of Pentacles in the future is a new contract. A new contract at work, a new contract with a relationship, a new contract with a house. That ultimately is going to bring you security, okay? But it's hard, like that leap over the 5. I like the 5 in the 5 of, it's actually 5 of Wands. It's very hard, this deck, because there's 5 elements and not 4. So I just like pick up the feeling. I do feel it's more like 5 of Pentacles, this energy. Yeah, and then you got the 3 of Pentacles below it. So even though it may be like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back, or 3 or 4 steps back, you know, and slowly get to where you need to be again, it's going to be beneficial to you in the long run. Queen of Wands, growth, recognition, reward, someone who is charismatic, someone who is spiritual, someone who has a lot of trust, someone others see as a leader. 7 of Cups. So there's a choice that you're going to be confused about. There's some sort of challenge here, I can't lie, all right? And it's like, but what's out there for me? Like, is it going to be worse than what I've got? So you need to step into, I feel this is you needing to step into your, like, let's talk to my guides. Please, Spirit, please help me to understand what I need to be doing right now. Please help me to overcome this and overcome the challenge in my mind of needing to walk away from this situation I'm around all these immature, gossipy people, that I'm always trying to defend myself. And I know there's something better for me. And I think it's a lot to do with community, like the people that are surrounding you. Not necessarily, you know, it doesn't mean to say you get paid like shitloads more for a job. You know, it's not all about the money. I'm comfortable where I am. I don't like it, but I'm comfortable. This is just like hanging on to something that is not really good for you, but you know this. And the confusion is here, but Spirit's really trying to help you move forward here. And I think it's going to take you some time to move forward. I don't think this is something that's going to happen next month or in 3 months even, okay? It could even happen like around April next year, because we've got lots of 4s here in your reading. And then we've got advice is moving on, it says, and it's 6 of Swords energy. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, you will be so happy that you did. And it's almost like, oh, it wasn't that hard. And I feel better, and I've released myself from these toxic energies. Okay. The 6 to the 7 of Swords. But you may have to be very strategic, right? You may have to be very strategic with this move. Not tell anyone anything you're doing. Watch your words. Oh, look at that, 10 of Pentacles. That's what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. It is time. You need to focus now on looking at your future and saying, you know, do I want my future to look bright? I have to wear shades. Yes, I know. It's a really tacky old saying, but it's still, you know, figures, right? Because there's a time coming, you know, that is, and 20 weeks actually, it's the number 20, is 4 months. Or it also like is the derivative of 4, right? So 4 is, sorry, let's have a look and see. The Judgment energy, focus on the future, focus on this change, focus on this rebirth. You can create a new life for yourself that is going to bring you this instead of what you have. So whatever you're going through, whatever the issue is, you can change it. It takes your personal strength, and you know you can do it, okay? With Spirit's help, of course, you do have that Queen of Wands. You're being asked to step into your spiritual power a little bit more than you are right now. And you can do it. If anyone wants to donate, you can skip the queue, and it's $5 US. Let me know if you've donated, I will check, and then we will go forward with your reading. The next person on the list is Certified Princess. Certified Princess, post your question. That was your reading. Certified Princess, if you want me to use Spirit Talker, I will. If you don't, just let me know. Otherwise, I will put it on in a second. How does Nick, the Leo guy, feel about me since I cut him off completely a while ago? He was someone I was talking to. So you're wasting your question on a guy that's not talking to you. Do you want to rethink that question, or do you want to ask what Spirit wants you to know? Certified, use your question wisely, darling. Thank you, Stella. I will do you next. I have started the energy of Certified Princess. Okay? Certified Princess, you need to rethink your question. I'm not answering that one. Let's not look at the past, guys. We're eclipsing things out of our life, not into it. And who gives a shit what he thinks, okay? Who cares? You're wasting your question. You're giving your power away to someone else. So, yeah. Stella, post your question while Certified rethinks her question. All right, Certified, please rethink your question or reword your question to benefit yourself, okay? Not someone else. What career path would be good for me? I'm not, okay, well, we'll try and look at that, but okay, let's have a look at the tea leaf oracle. Let's see what career path may be coming up for you here. Thank you, Spirit. We have August and Great Fortune. These two came up in the upright. Okay, you also have Reconciliation. You also have seek out information that will help you. There's that Page of Swords that was in your previous question, okay? October, we're only into the month of September. Okay, we'll do September, October, okay? Thank you, Tiger. I'll put you on the list for 2. Stella's reading is now certified. You will be next, okay? Let me just put that aside because there's something in this, especially because it turned up in the upright. We also have wealth. Oh, you know that 10 of Pentacles we saw before? That's a lot to do with that. We've got a few different scenarios going on here. You feel something is lacking in your life. Yes, you do, Stella. Perhaps love, money, or goals. I feel it's the latter, goals. Discord amongst family, friends, I want to say, or work colleagues. Yes, we already know this. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life, not all. Okay. Money path. Path of money is waiting to find you. Remember that 10 of Pentacles, and you've got the wealth card now. Increased material wealth, or spiritual growth. So there's a few things going on here, okay? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different scenarios. I feel that this is with this. August is significant. I feel it's 2026. Oh, yeah, I know it's a year away, but you know, this is what Spirit's showing me. Okay, let's have a look at this in relation to your career path, okay? Bear with me, please. Well, there's definitely a path of wealth here. All these cards talk about wealth. You got the 4-leaf clover, you got the card that says wealth. The goldfish in Chinese or Japanese culture is, again, about wealth or money. These coins here with the hole in the center, they are Chinese coins, okay? So, you know, that may mean something to you. A path of money is waiting for you to find it. So this is about your career, all right? Now, I don't know whether, I've been saving money too. I don't know about a lot, but not bad. Right, let's have a look here. So there is a path of money waiting for you. I don't know whether I'll be able to tell you exactly what sort of career path. You have the Magician, that's basically, you know, the last card in your previous reading, saying you can create anything you want. You can basically do anything you want. But I would suggest it's something that you have love and are passionate about. Otherwise, it's going to end up fizzling out or not being, you know, very lucrative. I'm also picking up intuitively that, you know, a business idea. Maybe you already have a business idea, but you haven't put it into practice. Okay. Definitely working with others would be good for you. What else? Virgo, Gemini, so being of service to other people. There is a purpose. So the 6 of Cups can talk about purpose, like a soul path with the 6 of Cups. You will find it. You will find it slowly, but you will find it. And I feel very strong Taurus energy before, you know, anyway, because Taurians, like, they take their time, sometimes too long, in my book, to actually make decisions. But once they've made it, they stick to it. It's like if a Taurian finds you your partner, for example, or, you know, you find yourself with a Taurian, you may have to wait a while for them to really cement the relationship. This is like you here, all right? Once you get something, you will go forward with it. But there's that 5 of Swords, like the conflict within of actually leaving because you are comfortable. This is a decision that may take a long time. So August 2026 is here, okay? August is gone now in 2025. I don't feel this is about August this year, okay? What would be good for her to do? Something to do with internet-based. It's very online stuff. Maybe you have a business idea that you need to cultivate, grow, nurture. Moon. Something you're passionate about and something you have emotion for, and you will find that passion. You will move forward towards it. It's going to take you a while, all right? Like I said in your first reading, I don't think that this is going to be something, an overnight fix. Show me the tower if something's going to happen. I don't think you're going to create your own tower, Stella. I think it's going to be created for you. Because this, like, I feel you have strength. That came out in your first reading, but I feel that you don't utilize it to actually go, right, I'm going to do something about this. Chariot in reverse. Yeah, you don't, like, I feel something's going to happen that is going to force you out of where you are. Eight of Swords, which is feeling trapped, feeling like you don't belong, wherever it is, whether it's a relationship or a job or whatever, okay? You're guarded, you're trapped, you don't belong. But there's something about you not having the strength to, like, I mean, this is what Spirit wants you to know, right? There's something about creating your own business. I really do feel. You may not know what it is yet, but you will find out what it is. And I do feel there's something online here. There's a lot of fear attached to the strength energy, facing your fears, right? So it's going to take you some time. You're very financially focused. We've got two cards of looking at a pentacle, the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Something to do with your home. Security, there's a need to surrender something about, feeling insecure financially. And that's a lot of the reason why you don't want to move on. Whatever this is, whether it's moving or selling a home, whether it's and knowing, you've always wanted to travel, or I'm just getting the chills now, literally. I don't know whether you know someone, Stella, called Cecilia or Cecil, but it's a female energy. Celia, I feel it's a spirit that's passed. They've just come into my space. Anyway, have a look at your family tree. It could be just one of your ancestors, or it could be like a spirit guide, but I just feel it's more someone that's passed on. They're holding a rosary. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Okay, let me know if it does. Right. There's a need to surrender your lack of scarcity. You're possibly doing too much right now, or you possibly have so much going on in your mind, and you're, I've got to make a decision. You don't have to make it now, and I know you won't. You will ultimately get what you want, but it's going to take you a minute to get there, even a year. I'd love to see the Tower energy. Do some research. Page of Swords is also like research, a card of research, like looking into something a little bit more to get more information. We did that, get more information that will be helpful to you, all right? You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. I don't know what that aspect is. I don't feel it's this aspect, but you'll get there. I do feel it's an internet-based business, and you will which will grow, Ace of Wands, once you leave this conflict. You are on the right path regarding what? Ooh. That Seven of Swords wants to come up. There's a female around you. Now this came up. I'm sure it came up in your first reading that you were aware someone is a fake friend, or but they don't know you know, okay? That's still here in your energy. And I feel that you're going to be releasing someone. Mother and father energy is also very significant. You may have had conflict with your mother and father, through your life. I'm just going to say it how it is. They may not be here, they may have passed, or they may be still alive, but there's something here about conflict. We know what this is, okay, and then we know what this is. Who's this reconciliation? Perhaps that's between parents. Okay, Tiger, post your first question. Why is the reconciliation card here? Someone's been a bit prickly, like a pineapple. Maybe it's been you. Could be a Sagittarius. If you have had some sort of discord amongst a friend, it's going to resolve itself. things will be better in the future, okay? So if you've had a falling out with a friend, it's going to be better, all right? That situation will pass. Okay. Good night, Al. Sorry, I couldn't get to you. Okay, who do we have? Who do we have? Tiger Butterfly is next. Certified, you may have to wait, please. I've got 2 for Tiger, and I'm pretty sure that we had... Marilyn is here, so it's up to you, Marilyn. Let me know. You may use the device. Ooh, what's coming towards me? Okay, so we have Spirit Talker here. It is a bit gimmicky, yes, I know. I have used it in paranormal investigations. I've used it in meditations. I have got stuff out of it, but, you know, we'll see what comes through. They're very used, especially names. If any name comes out, I'll let you know. It is on aeroplane mode. Hi, Violet. How are you? So just to, you know, any outside distraction. Nandini, how are you? I'll put you on the list. I'm doing a reading now for someone. Let me focus on this, guys. Who is coming towards me in love? Ooh, in love. Now, with my love readings, I use my love deck. So let's get the love deck. Actually, I'm going to use Crystal Visions. I've been thinking a lot about it, and then I saw someone using it online. So it's like, right, obviously the Crystal Visions wants to come through. A card that came out at the top is the Ace of Pentacles. An offer coming in towards you. It could be relationship as well, okay? Okay. Okay, Michelle, thank you. Michelle, if you're still there, let me know. I want to tell you something before you go. Okay. So, Michelle, before I start Tiger's reading, I'm going to the UK in 2 weeks. I'm going to stay in Lancashire. I'm going to Yorkshire for a week with my mother. I'm going to see my elderly mum for a month, and I'm going to stay at 30 East Drive in Pontefract for the night. So look out. I will not do a live there. I'll just do a video and then like put it on YouTube later. Okay. All right. Let's have a look and see. My dad was from Lancaster. Okay, I'm going to Lancaster Castle for the day. I'm going to take my mum and probably push her in a wheelchair because I don't want her walking around. I'd rather help her doing that, else I won't be going anywhere. Love for you, past. Past for Tiger Butterfly. Sorry, Tiger. I hate it when other people do that. I'm talking and I'm not talking to you. Strength. Wow. So I'm guessing you're single. You may not be, but you know. Oh. I feel a great sadness in your past. Let me reset the Spirit Talker. I do feel a huge sadness. I don't know whether it's in romance or you've lost someone, but you've had to have a lot of strength in the past to combat something, to get through, and you're still even currently, you know, in that healing energy in the present, trying to get your emotions on track, trying to focus on peace and stability, and you are changing. You have this very strong faith that things will happen when they're supposed to, okay? But there is a huge sadness. So let me know if that resonates with you, a sadness from the past. And something has really played on your mind here. Right, now we're talking about love here. This is another love deck. I've got a couple of love decks that I only use for love and I don't use for anything else, okay? So let's marry these. Spirit wants me to bring out another card on the future energy. Can you show me this, spirits? going to take you a while to get over something that's happened. Yeah, you're working on it, and you're diligently working on it. You're consciously working on it, okay? Whatever it was, this release, there's still grief, there's still sadness, there's still a sense of pain. It's pain. Show me more on this tower. Why is the tower here? Wow. Someone was unjust to an emperor, an empress. You will get justice, whatever happened. Let Spirit take care of that, okay? I really feel, it's like, okay, first of all, we've got Leo, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Libra again. We've got Sagittarius. All your cards are majors. So this was a major thing. Things are going to change in the future. I don't know how long it's going to take. Sometimes healing can take years. I mean, look at what happened in the pandemic. A lot of people were forced into a period of healing, whether they consciously knew it or didn't. And this is what it is for you. It's like this healing energy. And I think we all went through a period of some kind of healing in the pandemic. And it took 2 years, right? So there's a licking of the wounds here still. Why is the temperance energy here? Please stay in the present. And the needing to get balance. You know, some days are good, some days are not so good. I just feel there's been a lot of tears. There's been a lot of internal sadness. Sometimes you don't want to get out of bed, or you may have progressed from that stage, but it's still, the wound's open still. So what you want to ask yourself is, you know, you need to continue with this healing right now. And the future energy looks beautiful for love. But until you're ready, you're very strong Virgo energy as well. Okay, I'm getting super cold again, so Spirit is around you. Who is this coming into my space? It's a masculine. Who is this? Can you tell me through the Spirit, talk me through this device who this is? James is coming through, but it's a younger male. So I don't know if you know a younger male that passed on. There's like been a physical loss. God forbid it's a child, but I feel it's someone a bit older, child. Okay, see if that makes sense to you. Okay, I don't know if there's someone coming in that's a younger male. The name doesn't have to be. That Five of Cups keeps showing up, which Liam is coming through, the Spirit Talker. Do you know someone called Liam or James? Hi Amelia, how are you? Okay. I really do feel, James, your uncle, do you know how old he was when he died? Because I'm seeing like 29, I'm seeing like definitely under 40. Definitely under 40. I mean, if he was over 40, this person that's come through, he's gone now, but he came in. All right. All right, let's get back to your reading. Just know that you have a spirit team, all right? And possibly definitely this person is with you. You know, your ancestors are always there to support you, whatever you've done, whatever faults you have, whatever, as you view them, whatever you've done wrong or whatever, they're still there. They'll always support you, okay? This is a story of life, right? Right, recent past. We talked about the recent past. Someone really did the wrong thing to the Empress. The Empress is you. Yeah, your parents are not coming through yet. And then you have the present energy where you're still healing, okay, and still trying to get balance, and sometimes things are good or not, I don't want it to alter your mood, or you may have gone through a period of anger, and your mood swings may have changed a lot during the fact that, you know, you this loss, whoever this was or whatever this was, and it doesn't have to be a romantic loss, it could have been a loss of a person that really affected you and you're still trying to get over. But with your moods, you may have had mood swings, or you may still have them. Give empathy back to yourself, okay? Future energy, let's have a look at this, because this is really beautiful. You have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, so double Virgo. You also have Scorpio energy with the Wheel, and Libra energy. So you've got triple Libra in your reading. You will get to this place of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, for sure. There's something coming in on a material level for you. I know this reading is about love, but just know that security is coming towards you. And you may be worried about your security. I don't really pick it up in the past or present, but in the future you've got security coming in. Maybe it's inheritance. I don't know. There's some money coming towards you, if that makes any sense to you. I do feel that there's some decisions to be made about love. I don't think you're quite ready to move into a relationship in the next 6 months. I would give this healing journey at least another 6 months before you start feeling like confident, because the confidence is coming through with the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, right? To actually move into a relationship again. And you will have a new contract with someone. So who is this person in the future? I don't think it's 2025. Okay, I really don't like that. I don't think you're ready. But, you know, you can do whatever you like. Who is this person in the future? Someone you're going to get to know. Someone you could meet at work. Someone that you may be friends with first, and then it may be develop into something else. They could be younger than you, or a little younger than you. Someone that's already, and there they are, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Can you show me more, like, specifically, Spirit, with court cards? That was the Nine of Swords in the reverse, which says any anxiety you've had is going to dissipate because you're stepping into a relationship that is going to support your mental. And there's the Ace of Cups. Isn't that beautiful? And the dragonfly symbolizes, and the lotus, of course, is growth, but the dragonfly also symbolizes a fragile, delicate love. So a very empathetic love, which you need after whatever it is you've been through. Then you've got the Queen of Wands, which I feel is you, and the Queen of Swords. I don't know if you're interested in females. You don't have to tell me, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I feel this is like two sides to you. You're spiritual and you're super focused and you're comfortable. This is future energy, and that is when you know, right? That is when you know. But there is a choice to make whether you're ready or not in the future, okay? But you will ultimately be super happy with someone. It's not showing me exactly who they are, but they are coming in. I don't think it's soon though, okay? Right, male, female, doesn't matter. Okay, let's have a look at the next person. Oh, we got Tiger for 2. Tiger, post your second question. Then we have, I think someone else donated. You're going to have to remind me who donated, Jamie. Okay. Shane Peters, please stop interrupting the feed. If you want to be on the list, let me know. Okay. Miss Priscilla donated. Oh my God, what's going on? Miss Priscilla donated. I met Estella the other day, little girl. Marilyn donated. Okay, so Marilyn was first, then Miss Priscilla. Thank you for your donations, guys. I would do readings anyway. But if you want to jump the queue, you know, I honor those donations. Okay, Tiger, post your second question. I don't know if it's about love or not. A good question would be just, well, not question, like a general reading. What Spirit wants you to know right now. Stella, thank you. That's right, you did. I apologize. That's why I didn't cross you off the list before. Still Tiger has one more, then Stella, then Marilyn, then Miss Priscilla. Okay. Can you see what may have done for her in her dreams? Can you see what I may have done for her in her dreams? I don't understand. Tiger, you need to, like, she said I helped her sleep. Okay. Is this Stella that you met? The Stella that you met? Okay. What is it about Stella that is possibly healing? I feel that you've got some sort of, you're definitely an empath. Yeah, you did support her on a spiritual level. Maybe your guide supported her. Maybe it was your energy, but yes, you did. Because you got the leg up. Look at the baby bear on the polar bear, right? That's very indicative of what you're talking about. And also we have 25 and 34, which are both the number 7-7 broken down. So yeah, you definitely like move some energy through her to help her be calm. I think that there's something possibly happened in her past life. I mean, she's only 4, so that is still playing around and around in her head on possibly a subconscious level. Okay, and she's trapped in some sort of fear and never-ending story. Maybe things are coming up, or there's been nightmares for her as well. Okay. And yeah, you did like give her some sort of energy boost too, and also to clear her mind. So you're a healer of the mind here in some sort of way. And that's one of your, like, that's your gift. So use it on yourself. Tiger, okay. Use your own gift on yourself. Love. So she felt that energy of love. I know you don't want me to, oh, you don't mind me using spiritual, but that's Stella, that's fine. Okay. You need to work on this gift because it is the healing of the mind. And a lot of healers, when we think about it, we think of Reiki healers, like energy healing. And this is too, but it's more like a mental thing. So it's almost like you could hold somebody's head even and push your love energy into them to calm their mind. So use that. Use it on yourself. Use your healing hands on your own head. Okay, yeah, look at that, higher power. And this is your gift. I think we all have gifts. Some of us like connect with them in this like life, and some of us don't. Okay, but we're for spiritual and conscious. We usually do go the distance. There's something about you working on this spiritual gift here. But yes, she did push some sort of love into her mind. Like I said, she's only 4, so on a definite subconscious level, or maybe not, I don't know, maybe a literal level, she was thinking about something again and again and again and again, possibly from a previous life. So you gave her that calming mental influence to help her sleep, and it was all about love. I mean, it could be telepathy, but I feel with you it's more like healing the mind on a literal level. Wow. Anything else with that? Yeah, so it's like overthinking and putting her mind to rest. Ten of Swords is like changing her mind. or making her mind calm with the 10 of Swords. The 10 is, you know, 10 to the ace. So mental confusion. That was let go of. She let go of mental confusion that she had. And she suffers with this, and she possibly will continue to suffer with it, because like one healing session may not be enough. So she's going to have to work on that her whole life, probably, calming her mind. She could be a Libra. There she is. She could be a Sagittarius or Leo. Strong Leo energy. I don't know if you know her sign. So, you know, you should work on this gift as well. You can help other people with this. Okay, Stella, post your question. And then we've got Marilyn, and then we've got Miss Priscilla, okay? If you want me to use Spirit Talker, let me know. I will pause it. Stella, post your question. Then we have Marilyn and then Miss Priscilla. Thank you guys for waiting. What is going on regarding my love life? Are you coupled? Are you single? What's going on there? I think you're single. It's showing me that you're single, or that you want to be single. Either one or the other. If you're not single, maybe you want to be, and if you're single, you want, like, you're just going with the flow right now. You're possibly like imagining what your perfect partner would look like. You're imagining scenarios with this person. Okay. And then you have a change coming, or you want change, but there's something you need to change. You want change, but you need to change first. Change something about yourself. There needs to be focus on health here. All right. Something is definitely out of balance. And you need to, I'm going to clarify that in a second. Right. Something is not definitely out of balance with you. All right. And it's time to move past this. I feel it's on an emotional level and mental, more so than a literal, like, needing to stop drinking or needing to, you know, cut down on the fags or whatever, okay? We don't want to go baseline tarot. I don't want to do that on you guys, okay? Let's pull, oh no, it's Stella doesn't want this, okay. So you have a couple of cards of change here coming up for you. In regards to love, needing to get out more. You need to get out more. You need to express yourself more. Hold on, I'm getting messages. So I hold my clear quartz. Well, it's actually not that clear. It's rough quartz, but anyway. I like the rough stones. It's almost this feeling of, yeah, I know I need to get out more and change. I know I need to. This is so interesting. Look at this card, right? You cement that in your mind, okay? And look at this here. It's the same energy. Now, this is things going round and round in the mind and not getting a different result, of course, because it's the same thing. It's time to leave that mental way of thinking in regards to love, your relationship you have to the essence of what love is, okay? Love changes as we grow, right? You know this. So Spirit's saying, you're telling her what she already knows. I know, but you need to maybe be told it again. Something needs to change in your thinking in regards to either what you expect of love or romanticizing love. Okay, please stop posting questions in the feed, guys. I'm reading for Stella. Okay, please, guys, stop doing that. I can put you on the list later. Let's clarify. Spirit said you forgot the last card. I forgot the last card. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, we have yin at the bottom of the deck. I don't see anyone coming in immediately. We know this past energy, possibly romanticizing someone, something, fantasizing about someone, something, fantasizing about what it would be like to have a particular person in your life, or what would you do if you had a partner. I don't see any tangible person, okay? Like, I don't see anyone in your past even, or even in your present. They could be in your future, but we'll have a look at that. And it's obviously only if you allow it into your energy. Let's have a look at what you need to change. I think that's more important, because without the change, and these cards are the change, these two here, like refusing to change something or needing to, but like needing to get to work on something, on your own healing, on your mindset, the way you think about relationships, what you expect from them. Perhaps you attract, out of male or female, doesn't matter, whatever. I always have to say this on YouTube now, with all this elder, whatever it's called. And I apologize if I'm offending anyone, but I have to, okay? Freedom of speech, my ass, okay? Nine of Wands, maybe you need to change, maybe you've always gone for the naughty boy, the bad boy. Maybe you're attracted to guys or girls that have been the wrong people because they're lustful, or you're lustful towards them. There's something about lust here. I'm talking about past energy here, of course. And it's romanticizing love instead of like being a companion to someone. And as you get older, you realize that, yeah, there's the lust and the whatever, but it's that integrity, loyalty, all those core key values of a relationship that you need to look at. All right, Three of Wands in the upright, which is nice because you will move more towards that understanding of what you want out of a relationship. So I would do some work on making some list of what you previously were attracted to, or relationships that failed in the past, what part you played in them, what boundaries you didn't set up, what you allowed, okay? Because everyone plays a part in a breakup. I play a part up in my relationships. We all do, okay? And then like what you want it to look like in the future. So go for the complete opposite. Definitely getting to know someone before you are intimate with them, I do feel that this is like future energy with the no place like home. I do feel that there is some changes, but you need to do this like groundwork, literal groundwork, getting a list wrote down. What failed in the past? Why did it fail? What part did I play in it? What did I allow? Okay. Now, attracted to the bad boy or girl. Was I attracted to the lust? Did I want that? Like, there's a real internal like work here to be done, but there is changes in regards to that, and that's when the Two of Cups happens. There you go. So it could be someone that you just don't expect to fall for as well, someone that's completely not your type, but then in the future you're going to be working on core values. All right, you're not going to be and there's your King of Pentacles. So in the future, you're working on core values, integrity, loyalty, camaraderie, friendship, all those core values, okay, real friendship. And the understanding that the lust and stuff, like you can't overgive, the lust won't continue forever, because it doesn't. Not like when you initially first meet, okay? But there's your person coming in when you've done the work. There they are. Romantic kind of love in a real cute sort of way. This is someone who's been through similar things with a relationship. can't really show that, but that's why I've covered it on the side. This is someone who's also been like left out, discarded, not taken care of, or not taken seriously. Okay, so you have someone in your future, right? But you need to do that work first. Look at this reading again. Let's go towards Marilyn. Marilyn, post your question. If you want me to use the Spirit Talker, Marilyn, let me know, okay? Would working with WK, a Gemini, be good? Can you give me their first name, please? It's a lot easier than me saying WK. Do you want me to use the Spirit Talker as well? A Gemini would be a good situation for me. Would working with a Gemini would be a good situation for me. Let's see what would eventuate if Marilyn worked with Waite, the Gemini. Would it be a good situation? Show me. It's not the one. All in the upright, please, Spirit. Spirit is trying to support you with something here. Do you want me to use the Spirit Talker? Doesn't matter which deck. No, this. Spirit Talker. Let me just put it on. Okay. I don't think I've used it with you before, so let's do that. I think you've gone through experiences in the past in regards to, you know, if this is a project or a work situation that has just been like dramas, or like you're worried or you're scared that you're going to get into that situation with this person or anyone really, that's going to like bring up like similar habits, similar traits of past people, okay? Oh, nice. This is a storyline here. I'm going to say yes. I think this person will elevate you and support you. Of course, you know, make your own discerning decisions. It's important that you don't just take credit from your card reading, okay? Does that make sense? I want to look at the bottom of the deck. You've got new life, milk and honey. You've got abundance. You've got living in the present moment. I think this person's character is very like adaptable to change in whatever comes about. I think that they are a source of comfort to you in some sort of way. Like this person is very confirming. I don't know, I don't want to use that for whatever reason. And this person also may have a lot of experience in the project, the job, whatever, okay? And this person will support you, stick up for you, and this is a really nice beginning, okay? Okay, and this here and now, I feel that's like, because that's like, as things change in regards to you and this person, like, so as external things change around you and this person, I should say, like shares and stock rates and percentages, I feel it's a financial thing that it's attached to. You're there to support each other, to bounce ideas off each other, and I feel there's some financial thing attached to this. So yeah, I feel she's supposed to be on your soul path, but you know, you need to like, you need to make your own decisions, right? This doorway opening up to the new life in your present, which is this person. Yeah, and there's fear attached to it. Of course, there's fear attached to anything. You're worried that something terrible is going to happen. That's what the Spirit Talker just said, okay? Or listed. Okay. Yeah. Why is the moon here with this Hierophant? Because the Hierophant is about you. There's two keys on the Hierophant card. I feel that both of you need both keys to unlock the door to this abundance. But you're worried that it's good. But Spirit's got the Three of Swords in reverse saying it's going to be okay. This is not financial advice, Okay, this is not financial advice. Read my disclaimer, Marilyn. Do not make decisions based upon tarot readings, okay? You need to make, obviously, your own decision. There's something here, though. It just said medal as well. Okay, medal on the Spirit Talker, which is like recognition, reward card in this deck. Where is it? Okay. I think you're moving into a lot of clarity. This woman is possibly a water sign as well. You're moving away from, yeah, look at that, 6 of Cups and the 5 of Cups in the reverse. I don't think she'll disappoint you. I don't think she'll disappoint you. Okay. And then you have financial decisions, juggling too much. She's possibly a financial advisor, someone who is consolidating debt or things like that for you. Going through, she's going to put you in an elevated position, whoever she is or they are. Yeah, look at that 9 of Pentacles. That's just clarifying it. Why is this new life here for you associated with this person? Page of Pentacles. She's possibly encouraging you, and there she is, Queen of Cups, possibly a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, just like I said. She's possibly educating you on something new. Page of Pentacles, new life has the word new. Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck, new communication, gaining clarity or gaining knowledge, okay? So she's saying possibly to you to educate yourself on a contract. She may be a water sign in her rising, okay? Gemini solar doesn't really mean a lot to me, all right, to be fair. Right. I think you both have a lot of ideas. I do feel that you may, there's something about children. What is the connection with children, or do you have children? She's going to help you decipher the BS from the tangible, okay, in regards to possibly finances. I think there's a lot of people out there that want to invest in whatever you've got to offer, but she's going to support you with what that's going to look like, okay, to get you on the right track so you're not working for nothing. I hope this is making sense. And there's the King of Pentacles. And there's the 4 of Pentacles. And there's the 2 of Cups and the Empress. So, you know, you have a really great connection with this woman. I think that, you know, she's going to secure something for you here, whatever that means to you, okay? To put you in this elevated, poised position for the new life with the King of Pentacles, which is your energy, okay? So I don't see any red flags, although please make your decisions based upon your own choices, okay? Miss Priscilla, post your question. Miss Priscilla, I'm going to do your reading. If you want me to use Spirit Talker app, let me know. If you don't, I won't use it. But if anything comes through, especially names, I will bring forward. Okay. If anyone wants to donate, they can do so now. I will be finishing my donations after Miss Priscilla is the last one currently. And we've got Certified Princess, who has been waiting first on the free list. What Spirit wants you to know. I love these readings. What does Spirit want you to know? I've been waiting to use the Sacred Traveler deck for the last 2 days, and it's time, and it's your time, Miss Priscilla. So I'm going to use this. I'm also going to use the Seasons of the Witch Oracle. I feel there's a card in there. I'm using Spirit Talker app here. If any names come out, I will let you know, okay? There's something, if you're waiting for something to happen, expect a miracle to come through. We do have Jupiter till June next year. We do have, you know, Jupiter is Wheel of Fortune energy, bringing a lot of blessings. and something you think like could possibly not occur, you will overcome it, okay? So Spirit's saying, lie back, rest, relax. We're taking care of stuff for you, okay? Keep going forward. The mountain may look daunting, the mountain may look high, but I feel after eclipse season, things are going to start moving forward for you, and expect something amazing to occur, okay? So let's have a look at what the amazing could be. Show me clearly in the Spirit Animal deck. Yeah. So while you are resting, relaxing, chilling out, you've already thought once to the universe, you've already imagined something. Okay, let me know if this is resonating with you, please, Miss Priscilla. I appreciate if you just say, yeah, this resonates or not, okay? It just helps me know that I'm doing the right spreads and the right, that it's making sense, okay? So while you're like, rest and relax, apart from manifesting, Spirit wants you to look at what boundaries you need to set with yourself and with other people. There is love possibly on the horizon or already in your life, but there's something about self-esteem and self-worth, and Spirit wants you to be your authentic self, especially like with your partner, or you do already feel your authentic self. I do feel that you're already coupled, and you may be anticipating something here coming up ahead. You may feel it's quite daunting. I don't know what that is connected to love. But, just know that you're worthy of it. Whatever this beautiful thing coming in, you are worthy of it. Why is it miracles? Yeah, you're going from one place in love to another place. Okay, interesting. Yeah, and again, there's some sort of possibility or miracle coming in here. I almost want to use the love deck. Hold on a second. Instead of rattling on, I need to really stop a little bit more and have patience with myself to get other messages that may be significant. The name Smith may be significant to you. S-M-I-T-H. Surname, name. I want to say let others do some things for you. Okay. Whatever you're needing help with in regards to what's coming up, you can get support from another so that you can sort of like step back. That's why that lie back, rest and relax energy is here. You have a lot of support around you. What is changing in your life here with your relationship? Because I don't feel it's like bad. I just feel it's like different. But you have a lot of support around you. You have a lot of like either family or friendships that can help and support you. And you are going to go from a difficult place to a more happier life in the future. But I do feel that it comes with knowing your worth. And this is probably the most important card. And eclipsing out of your life, I want to talk about the eclipse energies in September. So what healthy boundaries do you need to set in regards to this story? Because I do feel it's got a lot to do with your relationship. What is this healthy boundaries? You feel stuck. You're happy, but there's something within you that's not happy that you could fix or change that would make you feel super happy. I hope this is making sense. Maybe it's boundaries in the workplace, boundaries in a family situation, conflict. Where is it in your life that you have conflict? Let me get some water. Look at this, 555. What I want you to do, whatever conflict you have in your life, I want you to do this. Say to the universe, please remove this, because I feel this is a situation, possibly in the career, because we have 5 Pentacles. I feel it's to do with your relationships. You know what I feel this is? Career, love, future. And what you need to work on. That's what it's showing me as a spread. And because we've got the watching clouds and sit back, wait and relax, you have to put something out there. Now, I told this story yesterday in my live. Yes, you can manifest someone to leave an environment. I remember, I won't say the name of the person that it was, but I said to my friend, she was like, how can we, like, oh, this person at work, this boss, he was so belligerent and unempathetic and just like an asshole. And I said, okay, hold on. I said, please, universe, remove this person from our work environment. 40 minutes. 40 minutes later, he resigned. 40 minutes. So you can do it. So that reminds me of that situation where you put that out there to the universe. Please remove these people. They're causing too much conflict. They're money hungry. They're a-holes. I'm guarded all the time. Remove these people or change the situation so that I'm going to get offered to get out of this situation. Does that make sense? So it can work because you are always having to defend something. And that was in the reverse just then, like that. So that's coming to an end. Things are changing in regards to this, okay? Know that you are optimistic. It said here on the Spirit Talker, you are optimistic, okay? What is this love relationship energy? Going forward to a goal. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Something's a heavy burden for you. And you can either get more information about this or someone can support and help you. And if something was unburdened from your life, even your career, which I feel is career, could trickle into your love life, but you may come home exhausted and like sit with your partner for half an hour and talk about your day and how, you know, it affects your energy in every area of your life. So I feel that's a burden. Now, Three of Pentacles is coming up for you possibly in August. Now, that could be next year. It could be on the 8th of a month. It could be in 8 weeks. I don't know. You getting married? Are you getting married? Okay. Maybe marriage is on the cards for you. Alice came up. It says, Alice standing behind you. Both of my grandmothers are called Alice. Hi, Alice. And they're saying we love talking, which means both of them are probably here. I've got spirit around me. Okay, which is fine. King of Swords. I feel this is your partner. They don't have to be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could be giving you a lot of support, emotional support, support in general. Oh, you are getting married next year, October. Yeah. I think from August to October, things are going to move really quickly, and that will, yeah. And there's that legality. Your partner, I just want to say that they are so loyal and honest and there for you. Okay. Look at all this air energy. Who the hell is the Libra in your environment? Okay, you've got a lot of Libra. And there's your new star. So know your worth here, Miss Priscilla. There's something about embracing the happiness. Remember that came out in reverse at the beginning of the reading. Now it's in the upright. So like there's something about yourself. There's an opportunity coming in. I do feel it's new work. And I do feel that you will release where you are. I want to see the Tower. Show me the Tower if that's correct. You're going to have the strength to walk away. That's the August energy. Maybe August next year you walk away from this job. But you will find another one before you move away from it, okay? Because there's that new doorway opening up for you. And look at all this yellow now. In your future energy, I'm getting the chills. And something amazing is happening where you're going to release yourself from this current energy, okay? And whether you make good money or not, I'm looking at the chat now because I know, like, you talked about marriage before, and like I'm just reading it now. Hermit energy. I want you to have a really good think about this and discussion with your partner in regards to, you know, you want your peace of mind or your happiness. I do feel that you're going on some sort of new career path. I don't feel it's going to be now. It's probably going to be August next year, okay? It is a reason why you don't want to leave, but I think that the Tower energy that's coming in for this, if that's meant for you to leave, which I feel it will be, or an offer, an opportunity is going to come your way, right? And you're going to know when the opportunity comes in, you're going to know, and you're going to know it's the right time. I do feel it's August next year. All right. I don't feel it's around the corner. All right. So don't worry about that too much right now. You focus on your wedding. You focus on yourself. You focus on knowing your worth. You've got September, August. Okay. And I said August before that something massive was going to change. Bottom of the deck is the Empress. Spirit saying you need to put yourself first, yourself and your health, mental, emotionally, spiritually, physically, first, above money, because you will be fine. And there's that Wheel of Fortune. Like, you're going to magnetize, look at this. You're going to magnetize more finances by leaving. I don't know, are you able to open your own business? Because I feel like a really strong business opportunity for you as well, possibly with your partner, but maybe on your own. Okay, I'm going to have to put all these fives through the deck because there's so many of them. All right. Thank you, Priscilla. That's completely entirely up to you. Anyway, Certified Princess, post your question. Thank you for being patient. We are back on the free list, guys. If you want to donate, you can do so. And skip the queue. I will be on for 30 more minutes. If you're further down in the queue, you will probably not get your reading today. You'll be getting it tomorrow. What can I expect this month? I don't have any other trade I know. Elaine donated. Elaine, post your question. Sorry, certified, you'll have to wait again. I always have to honor my donations, okay? I'm looking at these deeper cards for Elaine. Let's go deep, Elaine. Please don't put messages in the feed. Shank Mohammed, thank you, Ibrahim. I will not be able to get to you today, okay? I have a very long list. I've been on an hour and a half. I haven't done any free reads just yet. So, you know, if you want to donate, you can do so. My PayPal link is below. Otherwise, you'll have to catch me tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Friday night. I'm also going on tomorrow morning, guys, okay? So tomorrow morning, I'm going to do an all signs for this eclipse because it's the only time I have to do it this week for that block reading of all the signs. I will be doing a short, like, you know, for example, Aries is in your 12th house, you know, Taurus is in your 11th house, Aries, Pisces, of course, is in your first house, etc. And like the houses and what you can expect with just like a few cards, because I can't do like over a 2-3 hour all signs reading. I just don't have the time, okay? What do I need to know in terms of spirituality, feeling tired? You can either feel super tired, Elaine, or you can feel super energized. So yesterday I felt tired in the day. I had like 3 hours sleep in the day, which is not unusual if I've just been traveling, but it was unusual yesterday. And then last night I went out till midnight and I couldn't sleep and I had a great time. Just know that the universe is conspiring in your favor right now for the energy levels that you either require or do not require, okay? Because I couldn't sleep. I had like maybe 4 hours sleep last night, but I didn't need any more. I'd slept 3 hours in the day. So if you're tired, you need to listen to your body. Listen to the wisdom of your body. Let's have a look at this. With that being said, let me just pull one of these cards because this is the surrender deck. And as you know, surrender to the wisdom of your body is in here. You know, it'd be weird if it came out, but let's see what this says. Okay, effortlessness, yeah. Be effortless, play when you need to, work when you need to. Surrender worry, stop worrying about things that you cannot change the things you can, or at least like move forward to changing things. Sometimes change. Oh, hold on a second, my back's just gone. Not gone, but ow. Sitting down for too long. This is why I have breaks, guys, and I haven't had one today. Okay. If I'm sitting, I have to stretch, and I'm not overweight or anything. It's not that, and it's not even my posture. It's just I sit a lot. I'm gonna have to like, because I've got my tripod I can use, and I can stand up and do readings, which will be perfect. But I have to like play with that. Okay, too much talk about me. Surrender to wonder and awe, surrender denial. I think this is like, stop worrying about like whether you're tired or not. If you're tired, rest. If you're not, and it may mean that right now with the eclipses going on, especially around the weekend, you're awake at night because the eclipse is, hold on, it's happening at night where I am. So you may be like very energized during the day on the weekend, or you may just feel super tired and it may be the eclipse energy. Remember, astrology is my religion, guys. Okay, so I always talk about that. Okay, something may be exposed to you in a dream, I'm hearing. And that's why you need to sleep or rest. But if you're having too much sleep, you need to get moving. So the Spirit's saying, like, move your body, like exercise a little, go for a walk, whatever it is, okay? How interesting. I've got the exact answer why you're sleeping a lot right now. Because your DNA is being upgraded. Look at that. Awakening, DNA awakening, energy signature. You're crystallizing, right? Things from the past are starting to infiltrate into your present as well, possibly through dreams as you're changing. And your DNA is upgrading, you're becoming, you're ascending. So there will be elements here of periods of rest where all of a sudden you just get really tired and you are like, look at the Schumann resonance, follow it on Facebook or something. That will tell you when you get those energy spikes, and that's when you're least likely to sleep, okay? And then you also have channel your knowledge. So while you're resting, there's a spiritual upgrade going on. You're connecting with spirit while you're resting. Try and meditate as you go to sleep. Keep that channel open to spirit. Telepathy is your gift. We know this. Okay, we know this. Stop judging it. Accept the process of whatever this is, okay, with this extra sleep. Yeah, and there's the third eye energy. There's a lot of spiritual energy. So the reason why you're sleeping a lot or feeling more tired or getting up and then feeling more fatigued than usual is to do with your ascension. It's to do with your body changing to crystalline. And you may even be looking younger. Like this is happening to me as I'm getting older. Like people say, the older you get, the younger you look. Well, maybe. I don't know. My skin's better than it used to. It's probably because I don't drink anymore. Let me just light some sage for whatever reason. So you need to do some cleansing. You need to say to spirit, I know I'm changing. My body DNA is changing. Acknowledge that your gift is telepathy as well. Use it to your advantage. And remote viewing, I feel, is going to be next for you, where you're actually able, or you may already do that already, where you're able to see what's going on in someone else's environment, right? I should have just used the candle. What am I doing? Yeah, tell spirit, acknowledge that this is going on, but ask them to give you a little bit more time to go through the process so that your body can be, energized. Also, I mean, on a literal level, I take vitamin D K2 or whatever it's called, D3K2. That's really good for energy. It's only supplements. It's really, really good. Hey, Chris. Yeah, I look younger. Like, the older I get, I'm not like super look young, but I don't look 53. People shock when I tell them I'm 53. Okay, let's have a look and see. I'm going to bring a Seasons of the Witch Oracle. Guys, I'm on for 20 more minutes. If you want your reading and you're further in the list, it's $5 US. My PayPal link's in the description. Okay, right. Ooh, this is so cool. Oh my God, Elaine. Okay. I know you're super creative, darling. Spirit wants you to make a wand. or to buy one. Do you have a wand? Like, you're a witch, a good witch, a white witch. Also, we have like a nightingale on her. We have a fox, we have butterflies, of course, there's always butterflies in these cards. We have 2 foxes. So look at the spirit animal, the fox, look at the spirit animal, the nightingale, which tells me you can manifest love in your life, because the nightingale spirit is love is all around. There's also a fish here, and fishes, or fish in Asian culture, are good luck, especially with finances. It says, and it's the number 7, which is the spiritual number, right? With the flick of focus, or the flick of the wand, you will see a vision realize. You'll see it happen before your eyes. So with the upgrade, with the spiritual upgrade, you're moving into a time of vision, telepathy, remote viewing. You'll be able to literally remote view. Astral travel is here. I don't know if you can see this on this card, but there's a third eye, and then there's all these eyes around the clavicle area. There's an eye in each hand. Can you see that? Birds also trying to bring you messages. The fox spirit, the nightingale spirit, okay? Believe in yourself. Be very careful what you say. You can manifest it into existence. So there's something here about spells and wands. Wand making. I'm going to go buy a wand when I'm in England. I'm buying a wand. Amethyst. The possibilities are infinite here. Right? I understand what you mean by your spirit apart from you. Denise, the name Denise has come up. Wilson and Blanche on the Spirit Talker. Denise, Wilson and Blanche. You may want to watch Castaway, the movie. Trust in the greater mystery of what's happening to you. Trust that it is a spiritual transformation, okay? And this allows you to be free. I mean, can you imagine if you could transcend all the time in remote view and like astral travel? It's available to you, probably more than a lot of people, most people, because it's part of your gift. Thank you, Elaine, certified princess. Let's have a look and see what spirit wants you to know. I will be on for 15 more minutes, guys. I'm traveling today. I need to have a shower. I need to get ready. I'm excited. I'm going traveling. I'm going traveling. I'm gonna enjoy the ride. Sorry, just being silly now. Okay. I will post some questions. I will post some photos on my post section, so go check them out. I'll do that later. I will be on tomorrow morning, guys. Tomorrow morning around 6:30 a.m. I don't want to get on too early, but not too late either. So 6:30 a.m. I'm doing an all signs. It will last for approximately an hour and a half, okay? And it will be for the full moon, lunar eclipse in Pisces. I have to literally write these eclipse energies down because I get confused. Like, it's so like, I love this card. I love this card. Elaine donated for 2. Elaine, I've already started the energy. Just hold on, mate. I will be with you next. You have sun salutation, October and September. September, October. Focus on your health, certified princess. It carries your spirit, your physical, your emotional, your mental, but mainly your physical. So maybe you need some support here with physical health challenges or goals. Get yourself grounded. Be careful of what's going on around you or who is around you. You have spirit supporting you. This is the justice energy. Look at all those messages coming through from the birdies. Surrender your fear of change. Things are changing. Not in the timing that you want to, so just like be patient, all right? Wow. Someone's like gossiping. Who's gossiping around you? I mean, you may not even know. And maybe, I don't know if you're after a new job as well or career path. You know, if someone is a really good person to you, like a parent, or, you know, someone that you can really trust, and they're giving you criticism, this is coming through as well, accept it as valid criticism and don't let your ego step in and say, well, no, you know, don't be dogmatic. Hear other people's opinions and views, because there's something in that for you, okay? You've got possibly a new job or career upcoming, but not like around the corner. This is future energy. Right now, I do feel, and Spirit saying, you may be like feeling that there's people gossiping. So be careful who you talk to. But you are protected, because this says protected from negative forces beyond your control. So there's like an external thing here. Don't be frightened to look at new work. I would focus on your health. Is really important. Probably the most important thing right now. And you have peace and harmony coming in towards you. You may lose something here as well that you wanted to keep, but it is not meant for you. And you're going to have more honor and respect coming for you. And I feel that's to do with your new job in the future. Okay. Hi, Big Ant. Thank you. I'll put you after Elaine. All right. Thank you. And please subscribe and like the video to get your reading, guys. If you are, you know, and come on tomorrow as well, please. Okay. We welcome you all here on Soul Tribe Tarot. What is this loss coming up here? Queen of Cups. The Wheel. Someone may be moving out of your life, like in a way that they're moving away, or someone's leaving work, or a family member is traveling. Someone leaving, but they're going on their own like mini adventure here for their own benefit, and that's fine. So just know that it's not to do with you, or, you know, there's maybe some sadness. It could be something to do with your mother. I don't know if your mother is still alive. I'll leave that with you. I don't want to talk too much more about that, but there's something here about a mother or being a mother and loss associated with it. There's a lot more peace and harmony coming in. Wind chimes are significant. Go buy yourself a wind chime, and when that goes, you know, it's like off spirit, you know spirit is around you, okay, as well. Let's put the spirit talker back on. There's some sort of new, like, hey, Eddie, there's some sort of honor and respect coming to you, towards you in a new job. And I feel that you're going to be really, it can be in your current job. It doesn't have to be like a new job, but like, or even a new career path. I'm getting ringing in my left ear. So this is sort of like, this is some, I feel it's a masculine, and I feel that you're going to be rewarded and recognized for a job well done. So possible promotion in the future. And if there's no room for promotion, there's a new job, okay, where you're going to be elevated and more a better position. I'm sure though, when this is offered, that you want to take it or not. Okay, you're unsure. It may feel like a little bit, really, like this is too good to be true, but you've done a lot of hard work, literal work. Slow it down with your job. I think like all, you know, all work and no play make a princess a dull girl, right? You need to like honor the wisdom of your body and rest when you need to, especially with this like crazy month of September. Good and difficult. Like the full moon the full lunar eclipse in Pisces, like over the weekend, is not going to be hit us as hard as the solar partial at the end of the month. That's really going to illuminate some things, right? But there is a soul journey for you in regards to your career path. And I think your health and career, nothing's really coming up about love, making sure you're very careful who you say what to and when, and keeping your ideas and your, there's benefits, Spirit just said benefits as well. Okay, let's reset the device. Nothing's really coming out significant from there. Let's have a look at Elaine's question and then Big Ant. So Elaine did like donate for one and then two, and I thought she donated for one. So it's Elaine, Big Ant and Eddie. I will not be taking any more donations or questions, okay? I apologize, but I'm traveling today and otherwise I could be on here all day. I will be on tomorrow morning from 6:30 a.m., okay? Approximately 6:30 for the full lunar eclipse in Pisces special, okay? I know it's a little early, but I don't have time otherwise after that day, okay? How do I balance work versus spirituality if I have job opportunities? Well, how does anyone, Elaine? How do I balance it? Okay, you have to balance it. I want you to do an exercise, and everyone can do this, all right? Write down all the different areas of your life. I'll email you the 10 areas of healing, because it's all about healing. The whole journey of life is about healing. Accept it, get over it, move forward. Okay, let's put, I know this card is in this deck, okay? Big Ant, I'll be with you next, hold on. I know this card is in this deck. I just haven't used it for a while, so I'm going to give it a good shuffle first. But you can balance everything. You know, how do people balance? I think I'm trying to look deeper into your question now. Hold on a second. Let me look a bit deeper into what's behind your question. Eddie, can you put any highlights on that? What's Elaine trying to say? I think it's making time, Elaine. You know, if it's on a tangible, literal level, it's compartmentalizing your day and giving equal measure to each thing. There's a strong need to switch off, Spirit just said, so there's a strong need to switch off from work and understand that you need your rest, you need to eat, you need to exercise, you need to work, and you need to meditate, okay? And to sit in your space. I don't feel it's anything more than that, okay? And I think it's integration. Exactly. Thank you. This is why you're my friend. Okay. You're on the right path, Elaine. So integration. Actually, Eddie, I have that card in here. Go and buy Shadows of Light. It's a really nice deck, Eddie. Okay, it's very cool as well on the outside. All right, let me just keep pulling these because there's something within here. Don't fear change, embrace it and grow. So maybe the integration, like Eddie said, is going to be different for you to try and integrate that spirituality into what you do as a job. So it's life, like life from the moment you wake up. Actually, not even till the moment you go to sleep. It's all the time because you're super, like, really good at remote viewing, and you're going to start doing some major upgrades in your spirituality, especially while you sleep. But on a waking level telepathy as well. So right now, I just want to be focused back onto that a second. With your remote viewing and your astral travel, you may be doing it while you're sleeping. But in the future, you're going to be doing it while you're conscious. Now, I know this has got nothing to do with your work, but I had to bring that up. And also, like Eddie said, what did you just say there? Integrate spirituality into life, not life into spirituality. You're so good, Eddie. You're so good. You're so good with your words. Sit with your intuition and feel into what the divine is saying or guiding you. So, which also means, thank you, Eddie. Eddie's doing your reading for you. Let me just get back to here. So, like, take your time to make decisions in your career. I think you need to feel into what Spirit is trying to tell you in your job. And like Eddie said, and integrate the answers to those questions that Spirit can give you and your intuition, like yourself. So you've got the card, carry the torch for others to see and wake up the world. So that's purpose for you in regards to your career and spirituality, what you can bring to work, what you can bring to that physical environment, or your spirituality that you can bring there is going to help someone or people, your energy that you carry, protected all times anyway as well though. Okay, so what you're bringing to the table in regards to your career is you're connecting, or Spirit's putting you in environments, connecting with the right people, okay? 3 or 4 people are in this card, so there's a group here where you're going to be able to support, right? And even though you're in limit mode, because most of us spiritual people do, we're happy to be on our own, but sometimes it can feel lonely, or we feel we want someone to lean on, and this is why I feel I meet people like you, Elaine, or Eddie, you know, my tribe comes to me. I don't go towards it. You are perfect, and this is your purpose. So just know those times when you do feel alone, you are never alone, and courage will arrive when you step over fear. I do feel this has got a lot to do with showing others who you are on a literal level. It's like, I'm spiritual. Maybe you'll get to that point where people will say, Elaine will know, because let's just ask Elaine. She'll have the answers from Spirit. She'll have the answers that we need to do within work or information. Okay. There's something that you've learned. You've got life lessons again in reverse. There's something that you've learned here. And here, it's always asked for guide. It's always okay to ask for guidance when the way is unclear. And you need to share your gift and listen to the voice within when it persists. So as far as like integrating that spirituality and work, when a voice persists inside you, that's your intuition, that's your higher self saying no, 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 or yes, 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 okay? And you are there to help others. It's okay to ask for guidance. It's always okay to pray and ask for guidance. I'm going to pull out one of these because these cards have that integration card in here. Thank you, Eddie, for that support. I was trying to like get my mind around it. Liberation, you will be liberated. Projection, what you put out, you will get back. So be very careful here. And then you've got this Kelly Capellini, it's called Liberation Through Change. Remember that the more light you shine, the more shadow you will cast. Oh my God, the screen just went dark. I don't know if anyone saw that. As you are transforming, there will be people that come out of the closet that want your energy. So make sure that you are uniting on the bottom of the deck with people, and you're shedding a skin. You're definitely stepping into a gift. You could even literally open a business in the future that is using your telepathic and remote viewing gift. I don't think many people, do you know anyone that's done that on YouTube? And that could be part of your purpose. Interesting. So now we're going down another line. So like Eddie said, spirituality and your work may combine to become one, even on a literal level. Okay? That would be cool, Eddie. Okay? And I always want to do telepathy with you. Integrity. I thought it said integration, but it didn't. And stability. So there's some sort of stability coming, or it will help others. Right, that's the question for another time, Elaine, because you've got some sort of spiritual business coming up for you, I do feel, that's available to you, okay? Not saying that you'll do it, but it's available, and it does have a lot to do with your telepathic gift. You know when you get to know someone really well, I think a lot of you will understand this, but like, when you get to know someone really well, you can almost like, you say the next thing they're thinking because you're so intertwined with their energy and you know them so well. I don't know half the time whether it's because you know them so well, but sometimes synchronicities do occur when you're like, far out, I was just going to say that, right? That deck is called Shadows of Light. Shadows of Light. Okay. And what was I saying? Okay. But I don't feel it's like that, Elaine. I feel it's more like you can basically read someone's thoughts, basically. Premier, I will be on tomorrow. I've been on over 2 hours. I have to travel today. I'll be on at 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Okay, so join us tomorrow night. I won't be able to do your reading unless you donate. Eddie, post your question. Oh no, sorry. Big Ant is next. Big Ant, post your question. Eddie, you're going to have to wait. Sorry, darling. Okay. Big Ant, post your question. I'm not taking any more questions or donations today. Eddie, post your question, my friend. Oh no, don't post your question. I'm going mad. See, I need to get off here too long. Been on here too long. Just checking something. Do you see the person I'm with now being my life partner? Ooh, I like these questions. All right. Let's have a look at your energy. What's your energy right now? Where are you at in this stage of the journey with your person? Okay. Big Ann, I'm feeling masculine energy for you. I don't know if you are. Okay. I don't know if you are. If you want to send me, I'm doing a special in September. Damn it, I didn't put it on my post. Only because I'm traveling to England and I've got a lot more time when I'm there for 5 weeks to actually do private readings and to whatever. And it's Virgo season, it's my solar year, right? So I'm giving away, I'm doing donate. See, I'm talking too fast. I don't know why. I am doing a special in September. Okay. So if you want to email me, if anyone wants a special half price reading just for the month of September, I will, well, it's actually going to be from the 15th of September, but I can book people in onwards till the end of October, just for that eclipse season as well, which is going to be tricky for some people. Your energy, if it needs to be in reverse, if it comes out in reverse and I feel it needs to be, I'll keep it like that, okay? So you've got the 6 of Wands in the reverse, the 3 of Wands, the Star, and the King of Swords in reverse, but I'm going to put him in the upright. You could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do feel a masculine energy coming from you. I don't know if you are like male or female. It doesn't really matter. And a strong Aquarius energy, so like you could have an Aquarius rising, Gemini or Libra or North Node or Moon, okay? I don't work on the sun sign so much as yeah, you could be. All right, I feel that there's some sort of disappointment, or you thought something would go one way, but like it's not showing itself like that, and you're thinking, what would life be like without this person, and what would my plans be if I didn't have this person. I think you go there mentally sometimes, okay? Let me know if you're correct, if I'm correct. Maybe maybe you feel you're course correcting or you need to, or maybe you don't feel, there's something missing, there's something missing. What is missing? Maybe this person isn't committing and it's making you disappointed. I don't want to say sad, it's more like a disappointment. Or you don't feel it's moving towards commitment. Let me know if this is resonating with you, okay? And sometimes you think about what life would be like, but you still like have that person in your mind, and you still hold a candle for them, and you still burn the light of love for them, and etc. But there's a monkey on your back. I'm getting killed. Oh my goodness, I've got spirit coming through. Hold on. It's a female. I have to stop when I do this. There's a feminine energy, a grandmother figure. It's not anyone that's passed recently. I feel it's quite a long time ago. You may have not even met your grandmother, or one of your grandmothers you didn't know, or there's a feeling of like distance, so like literal disconnect from you, but they're still connected to you because they're your ancestor. So let me know if that's making sense. I'm also picking up the name Sarah, which is my daughter's name, but like I hate it when my kids' names come through, but this is like Sarah, something beginning with E, possibly Emma. I have to stop when this happens because I can't, like, I just have to let them come through, because then they go as quickly as they come. And there's something about a locket. Maybe your mother had the locket of your grandmother or your father or whatever, but there's some sort of locket. It is gold, it's not silver. And there's a locket that's significant. Possibly someone still looks at that locket. Or something's been lost. All right, they're still sort of around. I know when energy comes in because I get super cold. I don't want you to be scared though. They're coming in here, they're not coming to you, but even if they did, don't be scared of them. I feel this person was quite elderly and frail, and it might have been a great grandmother as well. Okay, all right, let me know if that resonates. Her energy is, or his energy, your partner's energy, whether they're male or female, it doesn't matter. They feel that they need to constantly defend themselves. So who's being the control person here? Because I feel there's a control element to your reading. You're very determined in your energy to have what you want. Can you let me know if this is resonating, please? Because this is like, you're determined to have what you want, but you're disappointed because there's like not really, you feel there's a lack of like commitment or moving forward, and there's a need to communicate here how you feel. Because there's an emotional dissatisfaction that you are feeling, that you need to share this. And your partner feels, whoever they are, that they're lacking strength, or an almost, I can't do right, or I can't do right for doing wrong, or like I don't know what I'm supposed to, or how I'm supposed to make Big Ant happy, because I just don't feel that they're happy. So are you happy, Big Ant? Because I feel there's an element of something missing here in regards to you. And they just feel like they question this sometimes, and they want to possibly this relationship is not equal in some sort of way. And you still have this super hope, and they're like getting a little tired of defending their right to be something, be themselves, do something, or they're always wrong, or I don't know. then there's an element of them giving up here on something, maybe not leaving, but like this element of, well, like, whatever. I'm not saying anyone's in the wrong here, Big Ant. Like, don't like shoot the messenger here. Look, please read the disclaimer below, but let me know if this is resonating with you. If it's not, it's not. And they want things to move forward, but there's change that needs to happen. And I think you know what that means to you personally. So what is the change? So there's an element of that, the sun in reverse. You're happy, but there's not growth. And you may feel not complete because you're not seeing any commitment, but they're not wanting to move forward because they feel that they have to answer to you or defend themselves, or, you know, where have you been, where are you going, what are you doing, who have you been talking to? I don't know what you do to them, but there's this element here. And it's disappointing to them. So how do they actually feel about you though? You're not responding to me. You need to talk to me when I'm doing your reading. There's an element of unbalanced and injusticeness in regards to how they feel, or they feel like they're not being cared for, I'm hearing, or being like their emotions aren't being cared for, or their views or opinions are not being cared for. And if this is not resonating, please let me know. And there's a lack of communication, but you want to communicate. But they're like, either I don't want to communicate, or why should I? I don't know if you guys have had a fight recently, or I don't know. Okay. And then the Death card, Scorpio. There is confusion in emotions. There's no doubt about it, okay? Show me the potential outcome of this relationship, Spirit. And then we're going to move on to Eddie. Eddie, if you want to add any points as well, Eddie's a very good friend of mine and also a reader. And if you see any points within these cards, just tell me if you think I'm on the right track, because I feel an element of I'm the bad guy here, delivering some sort of message of someone needing to change their ways. Okay. All right. What's the potential outcome? Oh my goodness. So we have the Emperor in the reverse and the Three of Swords. This is almost like saying, if you continue on this vein within your relationship with this person, the dynamic between both of you, and if nothing changes, it's going to end. But someone needs to change. This may not be you that needs to change. Your partner may just need to be more emotional. What does your partner need to be? There's something, look at this, the Justice card has come out in the reverse. Why is the Justice card in the reverse? What is going on? There's injustice, there's imbalance. Is this a lesson? Is this a karmic? I feel this is a karmic in some sort of way, and you feel like you already know the answer. That's what I feel like. You already know the answer to how this is going to work out. Although Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a lot of reversals here. You feel hard, like you're the one that feels, especially if you're a feminine, that some sort of hope or dream is being dashed because you're not getting treated the way you're supposed to, and you're looking at like what could be possibly be next. Queen of Wands, you need to step into your spiritual. You need to ask your guides to show you the way, I want to say, out, or the way to go, or the way to handle this situation. Please, Spirit, show me what is being covered so I can see clearly, so I can be happy, whether it's with this person or with someone new. I feel that you want to get married and have a family, and you want this. I just don't feel that this person is on the same page. And there's the King of Wands. So I feel that you want to manifest, but you just don't know how they feel. So what do you need to do? There's an element of a lot of like not moving forward, the World in reverse, Temperance in reverse, until there's some communication on an emotional level, okay, about what you need to do. So you need to internalize this reading and figure out what your next step is in regards to communication to bring you into more of a aligned, you know, and if that means you want different things, your happy looks different to my happy, let's separate, let's look for our own path. And that takes a lot of courage to do, but there's definite communication required on a mature level, because we've got the King and the Queen of Wands, and they're mature energies, they're not pages, on whatever you're worried about or concerned about within your relationship. So you can either move away. This is the Eight of Wands, this is fast communication. So you can either start something new, or you guys can build something new, okay? Eddie, post your question, but there's that emotional confusion again at the bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. Perhaps the pipe dream, the romanticizing of it, is not now what you expected. I'm getting chills again. Please read my disclaimer, guys, in the description. Let me see what negative energies have been surrounding my connection with my partner. I think she's been having some issues with her son's father. He's a Cancer. Let's have a look. Which deck do you want, Eddie? I'm going to give you a choice. And let's, oh no, I need to cleanse those cards. Okay. Let's have a look at Stacey. Stacey for Eddie. I had to set a boundary. Oh, you want the black deck? Okay. All right. And we'll clarify with those. What connections are here between Stacey, possibly the Cancer? Someone's being inauthentic. Someone's not. So I feel that this is her energy, and this is, hold on a second, hold on. I want to say yours, or you're not being open to communicate, or you'll find it hard to approach the subject. Number 8, number 17, and number 9. Let me just pull the cards before I start rattling on, like I always do. Get ahead of myself. Right, this is your energy in the middle. I'm just trying to figure out whose energy is what. And is very much combined with the next card, which is her energy. Okay. I feel that this is what you're trying to talk to her about. So this is your energy with hers combined and separate, and this is what you're trying to talk to her about, okay? Or what you want to talk to her about, but you're holding back, okay? Or you're not talking about it now. Yeah, yes, thank you, Spirit. I love it when that happens, don't you, Eddie? I love it when that happens, when you just get it all comes together. Okay, and then I feel this is her advice that you need to give to her. I feel that this is the advice or the communication you want to give, and this is what Spirit wants you to do or give. All right? Does she have an attachment? Be interesting if the Kali Kalini card comes out. I think the feeling you feel she does. I don't feel it though, Eddie. I don't feel that she has like a literal attachment as in an entity, and I don't feel that she's attached to him, although in the past he could have supported her in certain situations. But the feeling that you're having that that's still there, I don't think that's there anymore. And then you've got the projection in the reverse. So don't project what you feel or your fear onto the situation. So perhaps you fear that she's still contacting him, but it's just your fear. It's not literal. Does that make sense? All right, I like this reading. First of all, it's all about balance, and use your intuition, of course, to free your mind to be able to understand what's happening. You have the juggler and the intuition, the number 29, the number 40. And this is what you don't see coming. So we'll talk about that in a sec. So I do feel that her energy is closed, because a lot of this reading is about what you want to tell her, what you're telling her, or Spirit's advice for you to tell her, but not actually literally her energy, if that makes sense. So there's a hidden energy. We will clarify, because part of this energy is she wants to be self-empowered, and you're trying to self-empower her, especially in the month of September, to be able to close the cycle and tell her not to allow herself to hold herself back from moving on in her life, or to be her authentic self because of connections or ties or cords to the past. And I do feel that this is part of her energy, that she does want this coaching almost, or from you. And I feel that she'll listen to you. She may not respond necessarily all the time, but she does take it in. And what a powerful being she is. So it's almost like Spirit's advising you, tell her how powerful she is. It's almost like she's inside this bottle, right? She's confined, and her light is confined. The stopper is on. She's either stopping herself, or past situations are stopping her from releasing this light and being authentic and shining her light. So I'm seeing some animal spirit cards. Hold on. Don't allow the power of your light, Stacey, to scare you into dimming yourself. So, there's maybe a lot of instances in her life where she's been like put down by others through her childhood, right? Whatever, past relationships, where she's had to wear a mask to hide her authenticity because she's been scared of other people. And that, we know that is just a projection of how they feel about themselves. If you're progressing, they may try and beat you down because they want to be where you are, right? Set healthy boundaries. So this is like your advice to her. And I think you can tell her this, and I think she will take it on board, even though she may not physically speak, have a big conversation about it. And then again, we've got the boundaries card here. So 2 cards of boundaries, setting boundaries, protecting yourself in white light, a bubble of white light. Maybe you need to protect her in a bubble of white light without her even knowing that you're doing it. You could do that, right? The change that needs to come about is to steer her. This is sneaky energy, and I'm feeling a 7 of Swords coming up, Eddie, okay? You can be very strategic in how you steer her into a different direction to put her mind onto something. Find out, on a literal level, what she really loves to do. That's your card. So this is something you can do to push her towards something she would really like or is really passionate about. Maybe you know it, maybe you need to explore what that is. To help her heal, the change needs to be creativity. What is it that you have to be strategic to find out what this creativity or what she loves or is passionate about, okay? Is it spirituality? Is she interested in tarot or anything else esoteric? It's almost like you're going to steer her off. It's going to bring balance. You've got two cards of intuition and the High Priestess. So there's something like influencing her towards her own personal power in a sneaky way. I know you can do that, Eddie, okay? It's like saying, so, you know, she can stop fighting something within, Seven of Wands, and focus on something else, inadvertently helping her to get more stable, or stop thinking about this, and your relationship to get more stable on a literal level with the Lovers. I mean, these cards have come out in the upright, which is really nice, and it's going to support her healing. So it's something creative, taking a class, going to a shooting range, doing archery. I don't know, Eddie. You know her better than me. Something that makes her happy, something that gives her some sort of project. Buying her a subscription to learn a language. I don't know, okay? You need to explore what that means or looks like. So you need to start getting like, look at that, Seven of Cups in the reverse. You don't know. Maybe she doesn't know. There's a project for you. Let's find out what you like, Stacey. That is love, right? Really supporting someone with their own creativity. I just got the chills, Eddie. Maybe you need to find some abandoned buildings and go do a paranormal investigation and get her into that. Who knows? I have to do that with you one day. Like literally when I come to the US, we have to do that. Probably get arrested for trespassing or something. Okay, what else do we have? Three of Wands in the reverse, because it's really hard for her to move forward mentally, literally, and it's really hard for you to find out what it is. And it may be difficult to find something she really has passion for, but the Fool is here. So there is something. Oh, look at that. So what's coming that you don't see is a more like a big change in your relationship, right? But I feel that this is not like, I think this is a work in progress. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. This could take years to help her heal. So you're basically with someone, you're carrying the healing for them. You need to let them be accountable for it, Eddie, and set your boundaries in that capacity. Again, because I feel that she's going to start something, get excited about it, be creative, and then all of a sudden slip back into being closed, being emotionally confused. And I don't think it's something that you can sort of like help. Oh, I'm going to Alcatraz next year. I'm going to San Fran anyway. I'm going to Alcatraz. Eddie, you're going to meet me there maybe. Or we could go stay in a haunted hotel somewhere in New York or New Orleans or whatever. No, New Orleans, I'm going there. That will be cool. That's not far from where you live. Okay, Ten of Wands. Do you want to carry this burden? It is in some way going to be a burden. Okay, I almost want to look at the eclipse season and what it means for you and what it means for your relationship, because if you can help her all you want, to what detriment to your own energy and yourself? This is what I'm concerned about. And you should be concerned because, you know, if you go, right, well, I'm just going to detach, then you're in the same position as you were 6 months ago. So what does, oh, look at that, see, the moon. What does the eclipse energy by the end of September, these two eclipses, mean for your relationship? Six of Swords, for you to do. Four of Pentacles, so you're still hanging in there, right? You're still supporting her mental growth. Trying to, yeah, okay, so I do feel that you're going to follow Spirit's advice to help her get creative. Page of Wands, do something new, a new adventure. Does she like to travel? What is it? Okay, I think that you're still like have this soul commitment, Three of Pentacles, and that you're willing to put the work in, But you have to do that without being a detriment to your own energy. You need to see things from a different level. Okay, so ultimate outcome. Yeah, don't okay, so I'm just being reminded by spirit, everyone's accountable for their own healing. You can't heal for her, and I think that's a lesson that you need to like teach her more than yourself, because I think you already know that. I can't do this for you, Stacey. Okay, you have to do this yourself. Five of Pentacles. I think you're willing to release yourself from this if she does not be accountable for her own healing. Okay, because I think it would take too much energy from you. Okay, and you've got the Six of Wands in the reverse, and then you've got the Seven of Pentacles. I do feel the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel that you'll find what you want within the relationship, whether it's the lesson or the person. I don't know. And then you've got the World. All right, Wheel and the World, which is completion of something. Show me 3 cards, potential outcome. Five of Swords in the reverse. Nine of Wands. The Death card in reverse. I think you're still willing to keep continuing to put in the work, but to what detriment to yourself? Because there you are. And this is a potential outcome. You're just going to get sick and tired of it. Now you may continue with it, and you may be sick and tired and just say, well, this is the story of my life. But to what point, like to what cost, like you said? And the Death card is like not wanting to move on, but a possible moving on, right? Because, yeah. I don't know, Eddie. I don't know. High Priestess in reverse. I feel this is her energy. She's not as spiritually attuned as you are. She doesn't understand. I talked to my 87-year-old mother, right? I'll just tell you a very short story, then I'm going. I'll have to do an extension on this, but I feel it's up to you. The ball's in your court. If you, Eddie, if you want to like, you know, be the person that's the healer and tries to, you know, maybe that's all part of our lesson. Like I said to you the other day, to be sent here. What are we here? You know, we're here just to continuously be healers for others. Perhaps we are. Who knows? All right. I think towards the end of September is going to be harder with the partial solar eclipse than this one at the weekend. I think this one will be quite calm in Pisces compared to the Virgo partial solar, but I'm going to look and study into both sections, and I'll be doing that tomorrow morning, the full lunar eclipse in Pisces collective tomorrow morning. All right. About 6:30, I'll let you know, I'll SMS you. I was going to say about my 87-year-old mother. She is such a young soul. She is such a young soul. And she got into a jacuzzi. She's got a heart problem, and she gets into a jacuzzi. And I said, well, someone told her, oh, just, you know, while I'm having a swim, just go in a jacuzzi. And I'm like, well, you're on heart medication. You can't just get in a jacuzzi. You know, that hot spas, bubble bath thing, whatever it is. I don't like them myself. I don't like getting overheated. And she's like, oh, I didn't know. It was like, how can you live to 87 years old and not know that? Like, there's so much, you can only help people so much, right? I mean, the rest is either common sense or knowledge. Fucking hell. Anyway, one more, a few more. Oh, nice. Now we've got the High Priestess. I'm talking about what is the Pisces moon going to be like for Eddie. You've got the High Priestess, which is the Pisces moon in the upright. Very nice. Page of Pentacles. Learning something new. I don't think you're going to see the eclipse in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm super lucky. Time I can. I'm in the Southern Hemisphere. I'll be in Bali. And hopefully I'll post lots of good photos of it online. Five of, Wands. Okay, so with this, I feel that you are removing distractions. I think you're here, you're looking at this pentacle, this gift, whether it's the gift you have, whether it's the gift of hindsight, whether it's whatever it is, you're focused on it and really going spiritual, going within, and you're being distracted from whatever's going on around you, whoever's causing drama, and even if it's Stacey, you're moving yourself, removing yourself, okay? One more card and we'll go. Four of Pentacles. I think it's just going to be a really nice time to get spiritual, okay? And to be grateful. Be grateful for what you have and what you need to hold on to. You could start learning something new. Astrology would be really good. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow morning if you're wanting to come on at 6:30 a.m. Otherwise, I'll see you at 6 p.m. tomorrow night for the same live. Let's get spiritual, spiritual. Oh my God, I have to, can you imagine if I started every live like that? Let's get spiritual, spiritual. I wanna get spiritual. Let's get into spiritual. Let me hear your spirit talk. Spirit talker. So far out. You should. Okay, well, I promise you guys, tomorrow night I will start it. Okay, it might be my thing to do. Okay, I knew that Seven of Swords was going to come up for you, Eddie, somewhere, even right at the end. 7 on the screen as well. This is a to be continued. Do not miss out on something. You need to be strategic. There's something here you're missing out on. Okay? You need to be strategic. To be continued. I'll photograph that to remind myself. I will see you all tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening or both